Love him or hate him, Grant Cardone is one of the most polarizing figures in the world of real estate investing, the internet, and I would say probably in the United States as a whole. He has held court with some of the most powerful people in the world, Donald Trump. I know he's tried to have conversations with Barack Obama. They haven't really panned out. But now he's embroiled in a $100 million lawsuit with the ex-CEO of T-Mobile. And I posed a question to Grant in this interview that I think you're going to want to listen to and hear, because if this goes down, it's going to be one of the most incredible things ever. Like in the world of all things. Like, guys, just watch the freaking video right to the end, because if you don't, you're going to totally miss out. Get to it. Grant.
Bro, what's up?
What's up, bro?
Good to see you, man.
Good to
you
see
look
you
good, man.
Thank you. I lost 80 pounds.
Dude, you look awesome, bro.
Thank you.
Last time I saw you, you had a thing around your neck.
Yeah.
I said, man, he'll do anything for attention.
You think I did that for attention?
I don't know, man.
No.
I got to get one of those. Does it feel good?
No. I had to sleep with that thing for a month
Wow,
and a
dude,
half.
was that tough?
Terrible.
Yeah.
It's the worst thing ever. But,
And so what kind of surgery? You had a surgery?
I did, yeah.
Yeah.
It was a spinal fusion. I woke up with my whole body numb.
Yeah.
It was the weirdest thing, bro. And I ended up...
That's from carrying that big watch around with you.
I want to... Not as big as yours.
No, I don't know. Yours is pretty big.
Well, I did okay.
Yeah.
But I woke up with my whole body numb.
Uh-oh.
And, I tried to actually push it off.
Yeah.
I booked the doctor appointment. They're like a week out.
Yeah,
So I
yeah,
keep working.
yeah.
And eventually I get in there. Doctor says, I think you got Guillain-Barré syndrome.
What?
Guillain-Barré syndrome.
Guillain-Barré.
Yeah, Guillain-Barré.
Guillain-Barré.
And it apparently it's like this like neurological disease. It's really messed up. He said,
wow.
you got to go right to the ER. So I actually didn't. I went home first.
Yeah.
My wife was like, get to the ER.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
we go,
yeah,
I get
yeah.
an MRI. He says my spine is 98% impinged. I am either going to have a surgery tomorrow, or within a week I'm going to be paralyzed or have a stroke.
Oh, my God.
It was terrible. And I had a mastermind that weekend.
Yeah.
And we sold 100 tickets.
Uh-oh.
At 10 grand a peep. And so I'm like, do I refund $1 million?
Never.
No. So I have the surgery. I literally negotiated with the doctor.
So would you do with the mastermind though?
I went there.
Yeah,
in a neck brace and a cane.
That's what we do, bro.
That's what you do.
No refunds.
Show up. But actually, listen, I want to talk about this.
Yeah,
this
but bro,
lawsuit.
why didn't you call me?
For what?
Well, for the surgery. I could have done that surgery.
And
Do
what?
you know the story about my dog that got sick?
What'd you do?
So you don't know the story about Fudge
No.
and Coco. Fudge and Coco were two chocolate labs.
Okay.
It's a true story, okay? I guess I'm 45 years old, 45, 46 years old. I live in Los Angeles in the Hollywood Hills on Doheny Street.
I know that. I
Leo's
know
my
well.
neighbor
Yep.
in front of me. Dr. Dre's right in front of me. Keanu Reeves is down the street. I'm definitely name dropping right now. So I'm just telling you, that's the neighborhood I lived in. Alice Walton was my neighbor. I had this unbelievable place. But we had these two chocolate labs, two Great Danes, and a big freaking parrot. What kind of parrot was it? Red with green? Macaw? Yeah, red macaw.
Yeah.
Massive animal. So we had all these animals. These two Great Danes were beautiful. And one of the chocolate labs that I had gotten from Ireland, I think they were imported from Ireland, came with only one kidney. I didn't know this until she had her first problem. And so one time the dog went to had a problem with the other kidney, and we had to send it to the veterinarian. I was on the road traveling. I called Jen. Jen was my assistant. I said, Jen, how's Coco doing? He got home. She got home, right? Oh no, she's still over there. I said, what the hell are you talking about, Jen? Goddamn, it's been 3 days at the goddamn. But how much? What's the bill?
Yeah.
And she's like, I don't know. I said, give me their phone number. I called the veterinarian up and I said, this is a true story. Okay, I've never told this story publicly. So I called the veterinarian. How's Coco doing? Well, I wanted to call you and tell you there's some options we have, A, B, and C, in case. I said, bro, what's the bill?
Yeah.
And they said $3,500. I said, here's the option. Go pull the IVs on the dog. Okay, tell the dog. I want you to write this down. You go in there and say, Coco, your owner said he's done paying money. True story. And I said, repeat after me, doctor. What are you going to tell the doctor? I'm going to go in there. I'm going to say, Coco, your father is done paying money. Okay, if you want to live, live. If you don't want to live, die. Okay, I said, call me when you're done. She called me back. She's like, the dog recovered. The dog's doing better. Okay.
And it grew another kidney.
No, it didn't grow another kidney. But
okay.
check it out. So the dog goes home. So now there was a new rule.
Yeah.
I am never sending this dog to a vet. It was almost $4,000.
Right.
2 years later, 2 years goes by, and the dog one day, Jen calls me, the assistant, Jen Hammond, and says, Mr. Cardone, the dog's paralyzed. Coco's paralyzed. Coco's dragging her back legs through the house. She can't even walk. I'm like, do not do anything. She's like, I'm bringing her to the vet right now. Do not bring the dog to the vet. I'll be right there. I ran up the hill where I lived. I lived about a half a mile away. Went in there, looked at Coco. I said, it's macadamia nuts. Okay, go look in the closet, or macadamia nuts open. Sure enough, Jen comes out. Yeah, Coco ate half a thing. Well, macadamia nuts paralyze Labradors.
No shit.
So I said, Jen, plug in the hose over there. Okay, I carried the dog to the hose. Took a knife, cut the end of the hose off. You know, the rim.
Yeah.
So that it was just nice, smooth garden hose.
Yeah.
Okay, turned the water on, stuck it up the dog's ass. Gave it an enema, okay? Dog fills up. Dog just blew up, man, okay? Pulled the hose out. Dog looks at me for a little while. Eyes start clearing up. Boom, just blows out freaking like a half a can of macadamia nuts.
And that was it.
15 seconds later, rises up on its hind legs, okay? Starts smiling at me. Literally, the dog smiles, okay? I still have the hose in my hand. And the dog's starting to run around, tail's starting to wag. And I looked at my wife and Jen, and I said, anybody want an enema? That's a true story, by the way.
That's great, dude.
Yeah,
I don't think that would have solved my problem. But
no, probably not. But hey, look, when nothing else works, try an enema. That's the point of that story.
It was a pretty traumatic week,
I bet, dude.
you know, a little time for me in there. But,
Yeah.
you know, I made it to the
I'm
mastermind.
glad you're better.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
But, you know, we're here because I want to talk a little bit about the situation that you're.
Oh, is that why we're here? We're here
yeah,
for that?
Yeah. Well, because look,
I thought we were here because we're friends, dude.
we are friends,
Okay.
and I'm here as your friend.
Yeah.
Because, you know, as I've been diving into it and listening to it, a lot of shit disturbed me, to be honest.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it did. Because, you know, to me, what I saw there was a telltale sign of somebody who needs to go to recovery. And when he's sitting there attacking you of having a glass of wine, having a glass of champagne, being in recovery, I've heard you say, listen, I never had a problem with alcohol.
Yeah.
Alcohol wasn't my thing.
Yeah.
I had a problem with narcotics. I can have a glass. I've actually been in a room with you where you've had a glass of wine.
Yeah.
Not 10 glasses of wine.
Right, not 6 bottles.
No. You've had a glass of wine.
Yeah.
Nothing more.
Yeah.
And, you know, you handle yourself with class and that's great. But when you see somebody who's attacking somebody's recovery, that's a projection, my friend.
Yeah,
I think that's because we all do that.
Yeah.
Everybody projects, right?
Yeah.
Something tells me that there's something going on there that this person potentially could be on drugs or you know, high or struggling himself, and he's trying to deflect.
There are, and you may have heard some of these rooms, but there's I mean, I can see it in my DMs ever since this went online, that there are hundreds of people with recordings of that individual slurring their words at 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock at night, and being accused by others of being on prescription medication and wine in combination. I don't know. I just know that there are recordings of people where he started acting, not just to me, by the way,
right,
but becoming belligerent and making wild accusations to a lot of people, becoming hostile to groups of people, saying, you're a motherfucker. Anybody that defended me, by the way, like, because a lot of this would be debates about education in college.
Yep.
John was like, you got to go to college. I'm like, it's a waste of fucking time.
Yeah.
We'd have a debate about it. The room would vote on a poll. More often than not, he would lose.
Right.
His Ivy League school lost to the street more often than not. I didn't win them all, but I win a majority of them. When COVID came around, I was like, I'm not taking the vaccine. I don't believe in the vaccine. I don't believe in the booster. I don't believe in the mandate. And he was very pro-vaccine, very pro-booster. We debate. I have no problem with a debate. But when you start claiming I killed people because of my advice, okay, then it's like, I'm like, well, that's too much, bro. And then when there's another moment where one night he had just been dismissed and rejected by Elon Musk publicly. Okay. He was clearly humiliated in front of, he's got 6 million followers on Twitter. Elon basically says, not interested, no. After he said he was interested. And Jim Cramer even suggested you should consider John Legere. This is all public data.
Yeah.
This is a fact. This is not defamation. This is not slander. This is true, right? See, when you tell the truth on a person, a public person, that's no problem. That happened. Jim Cramer
that's
suggested
reality.
That happened.
Yeah.
Right? And well, he was publicly humiliated. That night he came in. You can look at the date, November 22nd, 2022. And that night, much of the behavior you brought up earlier was being exhibited that night. Calling Elon a terrible CEO, fucking wild man, crazy. It was like, I'm like,
it's a lash out because
Elon
your
Musk,
feelings hurt.
Elon Musk is one of the most brilliant CEOs
Yeah.
in the history of the world.
Yes.
And so I defended Elon, and there was a poll that night, and John lost again. And after that, man, we can see him coming into rooms, becoming vile, vicious, acting almost jealous of whatever success I had, and then doing what he could to damage my reputation, my brand, my trust with an audience. Now, while these rooms were going on, we're selling out 10X Growth conferences. I'm marketing conferences. I'm marketing real estate events. My livelihood for 1,000 employees and 13,000 investors is on the events we're going on. I'm putting links up top. Okay, these rooms are sponsored partially by me, and he's coming in literally intentionally just trying to destroy my name. Not once, not twice, not 3 times, but over and over. And so you're asking me what responsibility does he have? We'll find out. I think he's got a tremendous amount of financial, he's caused a tremendous amount of financial harm that we can measure. And
I don't think just to you. Listen, I believe that first and foremost, your $100 million lawsuit is too little. Mm-hmm. I do.
Yeah.
But I think that the damage he's going to cause to a brand that he once represented is going to be tremendous.
Oh, that's
because
interesting.
This is going to be. Yeah. This is going to play out, and I've seen
how do you
fight.
think his buddies would? How do you think his buddies on Wall Street
are going to think about this?
The Lloyd Blank funds, the guys, those guys hang out with each other, right?
Right.
The Jamie Dimons of the world, the CNBCs, the Fox businesses, the Bloombergs, the Michael Bloomberg. This is the group of people he hangs with. These are institutional white elitists. These people run the universe.
Yes.
Okay, that's the group he's in. How do you think they're going to think about him acting either recklessly, okay, incompetently, or worse, intentionally malicious to do what? Hurt another businessman that's self-made? It doesn't make any sense. And if the legal system doesn't support me in this, it'll be a scary thing for anybody that has any influence.
Absolutely.
And
it's funny because the legal system is one thing, but there's also the court of public opinion. And that's a very important court because whether or not, they find him, responsible or not, the future will tell us that, right? But the court of public opinion is going to have an opinion about it. And facts are going to come out. And those videos, those recordings of him slurring, those videos and recordings of him attacking your recovery, it's all going to come out.
Yeah.
And people are going to see that.
How about this? How many kids do you have?
2.
Yeah. How about him calling me a pedophile in public?
Listen.
Like my daughter came to me. I didn't hear it. I wasn't even there.
I don't know how you kept your shit together.
Okay.
I honestly don't.
My daughter comes to me and says, Papa, what does pedophile mean? I'm like, well, let's look it up. Where'd you learn that word? There's a man on the internet calling you a pedophile. There's a headline somebody picked up and said, Grant Cardone called a pedophile by John Legere at T-Mobile, ex-CEO of a $140 billion publicly traded company. like, are you kidding? And then I heard it in a room the same night. Because then it gets perpetuated amongst the groups. Because
people love to talk and they love to spread negativity.
Yeah, exactly. And the drama spreads, right?
Yeah.
And I told him one. I said, you better hope none of this becomes a viral event, which it has now.
I got a question for you because when I'm known for praying before I do a live stream.
Yeah, I need to start doing that, I guess.
And I actually do it publicly.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And I've received so much negativity for it.
Wow.
So much negativity for it.
That's crazy, man.
And it's like, first, like, why does it bother you? Why not, if the content that I'm going to give you and the value I'm going to provide you is meaningful to you, so you tuned in.
Yeah.
But I'm going to pray for 30 seconds before we do it. Why not just go do the Macarena for 30 seconds and leave me the fuck alone? So that I can do what we're going to do.
What's the Macarena?
It's a dance.
Okay.
Yeah. Why not just go do that?
Yeah.
For 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Plug your ears.
Yeah.
Do the hokey pokey, whatever you got to do.
Yeah.
What hurt you more, Grant? The fact that he attacked you as a con man, calling you a con man, or attacking your faith?
The faith thing, I mean, it's just stupid. That's just, to me, somebody attacking a religion. I was with a friend of mine 2 nights ago, a real estate guy who's done $50 billion in real estate transactions. And he's like, hey, if we can finish dinner at 8 o'clock, I have a prayer group. I became fascinated.
Right.
What's your prayer group? Who do you pray with? What do y'all pray about? And he told me the whole thing. I'm like, man, I hope you have a great prayer group. Anybody that shits on somebody's religions or faith or belief, man, it is so, to me, below a response. Like, I'm not going to even talk to you about it. Right. It's just not, it's a non-response thing for me. So, whatever, you guys that hate on religions are vital for planet Earth.
Absolutely.
People need to believe in something, okay? I don't care what you believe in. I will never, ever, ever step on anybody's religion, faith, belief, whether it's the Jehovah's Witness or Mormon or when I was in Egypt and I'm watching guys pray 6 times a day, I was in admiration of that kind of commitment to faith.
Right.
Like, I think it's beautiful. So anybody hitting on mine, look, they killed Jesus, bro. They put him on a cross. So, like, anybody hating on my religion, whatever. I don't even talk about it. Don't respond to the comments. It's just dumb. Now, on the other thing, calling me a con artist is a problem. I'm not a con artist. I'm not a fraud.
Right.
I have never used anybody's money inappropriately. I am the most disciplined, honest, ethical person around money that I know. I don't know another person that manages money better than I do, including the banks on Wall Street. So money comes in for Cardone Capital. This guy suggested I take the money and I live my lifestyle off.
I mean, you've had so much scrutiny.
Of course, bro.
It's insane. So much scrutiny over the way that you do business, and you've been cleared every time.
And who knows it? Maybe a podcaster doesn't know it. Maybe some weeb, some punk weeb, YouTube clickbaiter doesn't know it. But John Legere knows, because of the amount of scrutiny I get by the SEC, I could never take $1 billion of funds and live off of them. He knows, because he knows the system. So he will never be able to defend himself or hide behind.
But even saying that, when you've been cleared by the SEC. But
hear what I'm saying, because he knows about the SEC. He knows they watch the track of money. He knows when money comes into a fund. He knows that it would be impossible for me to live off that, buy a house in Malibu, buy a plane. And that's what he's insinuated multiple times, that I was taking investors' fund and living off of them. There were statements about, you're living like a drunken soldier, a drunken sailor off the backs.
Commented about your helicopters, your plane.
Yeah. Well, he knows. See, because some people could say, well, that was just my opinion and I was just speculating. Yeah, but John Legere has a degree in accounting and finance. And he's been public on Wall Street. He ran a $140 billion company. He knows, for me to raise $1 billion in cash, it is being looked at through 3-letter agencies, and that it is impossible for me to take money from that group, from that pot, and go spend it on my lifestyle. So, like, one of the claims he made is that I was going to go to jail. Like, he said that.
He said within
5 or 6 times.
He said within a year.
So, what is that?
Yeah.
What is that? Is that negligence? Is that a drug and alcohol problem, or is that malicious intent to damage?
Right.
I don't know which one it is.
Yeah.
I just know there's damage.
Right.
And I'm going to fight. This is what he knows, that I know he knows, because he knows enough about me. He knows I will take this all the way. I would speculate that his lawyers had already said, bro,
what are you doing?
You could have done this with a lot of people. This was not the one to do it with.
Yeah. I'm quoting John.
Yeah.
In saying that he could.
His real name's Jack, by the way.
Is it?
Yeah.
Jack what? Off?
That's his real name. His original name is Jack.
Okay, so Jack. Mm-hmm. I've actually quoted him in saying that you could sell ice to an Eskimo, which by the way,
he said that to me?
Yeah. Which by the way,
as a compliment, you mean?
well, I think that's a racist statement, anyways. That's terrible, right? It's terrible.
Yeah.
But
Racist to the Eskimo.
of course,
Yeah, of course. I agree with that.
So, but then in almost the same breath, he says, "I sell all day. I sell. And so this kind of opened up an idea in my head, right? In sales, where's the line between like being a salesman and psychological manipulation? Where do you think that goes? And I think that when he's doing what he's doing right now in this situation, he's selling. He's selling a narrative on you.
Yeah.
He's selling a narrative on Grant Cardone. And I believe
Why?
that.
Why?
I think it's some kind of psychological manipulation. Honestly, that's what I think's going on here, and I'm not sure where the line gets drawn. Where does the line get drawn in that?
Yeah.
What do you think?
I don't know, but I know this. I'm gonna take one out of Will Smith's freaking. Take my name out your mouth.
Yeah.
Not my wife's name, but my name.
Yeah.
Okay, because it's hurting my wife. It's hurt my wife. It's hurt my kids. It's hurt my employees.
Kids, man.
It's hurt my investors, dude. It's hurt my I have a lot of goals and ambitions going forward, dude. I want to do some big things. You can't get rid of this now on the internet.
Yeah.
You can't get rid of it. You can't erase it. So there's a lot of damage been done. And look, I pray for John actually that whatever's going on, Jack. I pray for him that whatever's going on for him that's caused him to think this way, act this way, that it gets handled. But my prayers for him does not fix my situation and my damage.
It takes a big man to pray for somebody who's doing that, who's saying that about you.
Yeah.
That says a lot about you. It does. It does.
Well, thank you.
So I got a real serious question for you now.
Okay, I thought this was pretty serious.
No. This is the most serious. This is the most serious question I've got.
Let's go.
Who wins in a fist fight? You or John?
Dude, I got more street in me than
Would
John
you drop
Scott.
the 100
I got
million?
more street.
Would you drop the $100 million lawsuit if we could convince Dana White to have a first pay-per-view billionaire boxing match?
No, I wouldn't. But I would do this. I would
pay.
I'll tell you what I would do.
So much money to wipe. Way more than $100 million.
I'll bet my entire net worth I'll bet my entire net worth against his. We'll trade net worths. I'll trade his. I don't know, $300 million for my $1 billion too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I mean, listen.
In a ring.
Yeah.
Okay, and then I'll drop the suit.
I'll
bankrupt him in a ring first.
I actually want to
the
put
agreement
that
has to
out
be
there
this.
right now.
We trade documented dollars.
Okay.
Okay.
But listen,
his
he's
$200 or $300
do,
million because he's lost probably $100 million in NFTs in the last 3 years. Nobody's talking about, but this guy was out buying NFTs like a crazy man.
Yeah.
Okay, they're worth $1 today.
Right.
So bad financial advice. By the way, he was advising to people
to buy them,
to buy NFTs. So it's in the records. But I would bet his entire net worth. Okay, and I don't know what it is. I'm not fascinated with it.
I don't think he would take that. But what he might.
But other thing I got to get in addition to his $200 or $300 million, whatever he's worth, that he got all out of one deal. By the way, okay, just saying, he might only be 150 now. So I would take all that and the 2 homes he owns, the 2 big ones. I know he's got 2 big homes, and he's got to give it a public apology and say he was wrong. He was wrong. He never thought I was a con artist. He never thought I was a pedophile. That he said this to just hurt me, and then I would drop the suit. But I have to wipe him out.
What if we take the money off the table? Hold on. What if we take the money off because he won't take that fight. He won't. Listen, I'm Don Kinging right now. He's not going to take that fight to trade.
He won't take that fight no matter what, dude.
He's on enough Percocets right now to take that fight.
Yeah.
So what if?
Yeah.
What if you take the money out the thing and we do a pay-per-view? Okay, which will get you way more than $100 million. Okay, so
it's interesting. That's interesting.
The winner of the fight.
Still have to have the apology.
Here's what I'm proposing.
Yeah.
Okay, it's a pay-per-view.
This is good. This is good, Cody. Why didn't you come up with
this? It's a pay-per-view. We take the net worth shit off the table. Okay. Yeah. It's a pay-per-view.
I'm actually getting serious about this.
Listen, I think this is the thing. Okay, men should settle it like this.
Yeah.
Okay, we should settle it like this.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
Take the net worth off the table. Okay, the winner. You guys get in the ring. Mm-hmm. You box the shit out of each other. Okay, let's.
No boxing gloves, bro.
Okay, bare knuckle?
Yeah, 100%.
Okay, bare knuckle. Now, then he won't do it.
Why not?
Let him have some, because let him have some padding. Let there be some padding.
Why? Life ain't about padding, bro.
But I'm trying.
Then I'd rather.
I'm trying
I'd
to broker a fight here, Grant.
I'd rather beat him in the court system then.
Here's how you get paid. Here's how you get paid.
Yeah.
Because I know you're a confident man. I know you're a tough man. Okay. Here's how you get paid. You guys box it out.
Yep.
The winner gets the purse of the pay-per-view, which will be way more than $100 million.
No, dude, Dana's gonna want to get paid.
Yeah, but he'll take his piece. He's your bro. He's your boy, right?
Yeah.
It's gonna be way more than $100 million. Okay. The winner gets the purse.
No, I want John.
And he's
got
to
John's got to
give
pay
you
the
that
price.
public apology.
No, the public can't pay the price. John's got to pay the price. John has to pay the price. It has to be inflicted out of the individual that did it.
Right.
That's who needs to pay the price.
Right.
Okay. People can't just be let off.
I mean, I think breaking his nose isn't letting him off, but that's
no, that's in addition to.
Listen, I've heard you talk about.
I would do that. By the way,
I know you would.
Yeah.
And I'm listen, John, Jack, whatever. Take this fight. Take this fight. You can get your ass off the hook right now. You take this fight. Get it done. Right? Your homie Dana would put this up. He would put it up. We take the fight.
I don't know if he would because after the Elon and the Zuckerberg thing,
if he
that didn't come through. So
if he doesn't, now he's a coward.
Yeah, but I don't think Dana would do it because the Zuck Musk thing didn't work out.
Yeah, but Zuck and Musk, they're
dude.
different.
I don't need the pay-per-view, but I don't think I would drop the lawsuit.
I mean, if you drop the
because
lawsuit,
winning
there's
the lawsuit,
there's a good chance the fight happens.
But winning the lawsuit in the courts, in the way things should be done, is gonna set a standard that the fight doesn't get me. It's gonna set a standard not just for me and my family and my business and my investors and my employees. They're gonna be like, dude, oh wow, Grant won. That's the right thing to do. But more importantly, all the people that come behind me. All the podcasters, all the influencers, all the people out there trying to do good stuff. Most of the people aren't con artists and scamming people. Most people are out there trying to help the world.
Yeah.
All the charities in the world. All the charities that are out trying to raise money for some goodness, some good thing that they're trying to do. And somebody is going to say, that's a con. They're scamming money. They're stealing stuff. But most things aren't stealing stuff. And people have to stop with this fraudulent, malicious intent to clickbait and headline to damage people.
I love it. What's interesting about the way you grew up and the way I grew up is there's a lot of similarities. I was bullied, bro.
Yeah, me too.
I was bullied a lot,
me too.
Right? And
were you heavy?
Yeah,
yeah.
Fat Indian.
Yeah,
I
can't even imagine.
Grew
you gonna vote for Ramaswamy? You like him?
Yeah, I like him.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, I like him. Actually,
I did a poll last night. I did a poll last night. Who do you want to see on Trump's VP?
Yeah, it's him.
Kennedy, Ramaswamy. No, I didn't put Haley.
His
on
camp actually reached out to Pace and I to have a little conversation.
You should, dude.
Yeah.
Guy's very articulate. 67% of 17,000 people said they want a Ramaswamy.
Yeah.
But Jared said it'll never happen. It's a bad poster. Trump, Ramaswamy. Trump's like, nah, that name don't work for me. It's too long, dude. It's too long for me.
The lawn signs wouldn't fit.
The lawn signs are like, how big are those lawn signs? Yeah. So
okay,
let's get to where are we going?
No, I want to go to the bully shit.
Yeah, bully.
Right.
Yeah.
Because I believe that
this is a form of bullying, by the way.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
I think what happened.
I'm not crying bullying, though.
No, but I saw him as a bully.
Yeah.
I saw him as being a big bully.
Tell him.
You're a fucking bully, Jack. Off. You're a bully. And you were being a bully in Clubhouse that day. He was being an absolute bully to you. And I heard the way you were even responding. You're like, dude, what? Why? Mm-hmm. What's up? You weren't being extra back. You didn't get defensive and get all big on it.
Yeah.
You're like, what's up?
Yeah, like the whole thing about, are you a billionaire? And I'm like, you're an accounting major, you're a finance person. There's a way to calculate that.
Yeah.
You take the asset less the liabilities, and you come up with a net worth.
Yeah.
Or you take the EBITDA times a multiplier.
Right.
And you would figure out what the guy's companies or assets are worth if he sold them. I'm not selling any of them. So the fact that I'm not selling any of them, I don't get $1 billion today.
Yeah.
But John, I don't know why you're fascinated with this question. That's the other thing. Why would a guy with so much accomplishment
He's being a bully.
be so fascinated with what I am or I am not?
Here's my theory.
Yeah.
Here's my theory on it.
Yeah.
Right? Because
Tell him.
No, truly, my theory, because bullies, they have an insecurity.
Yeah.
Bullies are
Bully or narcissist?
Well, that's a word too many people are throwing around.
Yeah,
these days,
okay.
Like I want to take that word and just carry it for
let's
a
go
second.
back bully. I like the simple words.
It's a bully. He was being a bully. Okay, he was being a bully to you, right? And when
I don't feel like I was bullied that
you
night.
weren't bullied because you didn't run away. You were calm, measured, and a collected human being. You were dignified, upright, I would call it. Okay, but he was being a bully. He was being a bully to you. He was trying to bully you. He was trying to bully you in front of people, and it turned into a public bullying, right? And so when somebody bullies somebody else, it's an insecurity, right? Here's my thought about the whole thing. He's a man with this big net worth, this bravado, all this and this.
It's not that
right,
big,
right? But when people are,
I think that's part of what drives him crazy.
Well, that's what it is, right? Yeah. Because when you're at that level, you don't punch. You never punch down.
Yeah.
You never punch down. When have you ever? Because I've heard you say, I don't even pay attention to the dudes on the YouTube and the clickbaiters and all that. I'm not punching down.
Yeah.
I'm never going to punch down. I'm either going to punch eye to eye, face to face, or I'm going to punch up because I'm going to try to get to where you are.
Yeah.
So my theory in this is that there's something really different going, something that none of us even figured out yet. And maybe this lawsuit's going to uncover it, because you don't punch down, you punch up.
Yeah.
So what are you hiding, John? What are you hiding? What are you hiding? Because he did. He did.
Yeah.
And I believe he punched up. So I want to know.
Oh, I know for sure he's punching up.
So what's
you
he hiding?
Yeah, I don't know. Who knows, man? Sometimes people are just sick, dude. I mean, they got problems. And I know for me, one thing I've learned is, man, you can have too much time on your hands, not have enough purpose and duty. And that's always been a problem for me. If I have too much time on my hands, that's where the drugs came in.
Yeah, that's one of the biggest.
Too much time, no purpose, no direction, no way to service or help other people.
Right.
I didn't feel like a significant person in society. I didn't have enough to do, so I used drugs. And everybody out there that's ever had a drug problem, I assure you, boredom was part of the problem. A lack of purpose and direction, mentorship, guidance, being part of a network. That's always in a circle of where people are abusing drugs or alcohol.
Now I brokered a fight today.
Yeah, you did.
Okay, so what?
You did.
This is
He's
the
going back for seconds on
only
this.
thing I ask.
Maybe HGTV will cover it. Maybe they'll do it.
A&E will do it.
A&E.
We
Get
got
A&E to do
we
it.
got an in there.
Get A&E to do it.
But here's what I ask: if it happens, I want ringside seats.
You got it, buddy. I'll give it to you. You brought it up. I have to have you there.
My man.
Okay, thank you, brother.
I love
Appreciate
you,
you.
Grant.
Appreciate you.
All right, so now we got it. Are they going to scrap it out or are they not, right? Which one's going to back down? Which one's going to actually stand up and do it? I believe that this $100 million lawsuit, come on, Grant, you're from the streets, right? This guy is this ivory tower guy you talk about. Okay, well, let's see what's up. If you guys really, really want to check it like dudes, get in the ring, slap it out, fight it out. The purse goes to the winner, an apology, all the things. Do it like men. We're in the United States. Let's handle this like actual men. Who's going to win? Put your prediction in the comments. Also like and subscribe my channel, because I actually just brokered a fight with 2 billionaires. Come on now, guys. Hit me up.